What's up, my dudes? So we're gonna be real on this video, and not that I haven't been real with you this whole time, but I get some multiple comments and multiple questions about certain things, and I wanted to address those. So first off, where's the Impala? There's no, you guys haven't seen the Impala in a long time, and that's understandable. I've had maybe a dozen of you ask where it's at, and the Impala's been gone. It's been gone for probably, I got rid of it at the end of last year in like December. So the reason that is gone, and it sucks because literally that still is one of my dream cars. This world's just going to crap, and with the cost of everything and just uncertainty and shortages of not only car stuff but food and just everything. There's just so much going on in the world. I don't want to be stuck with two project cars. So I feel like the Nova is something I'll just never get rid of. And we've just been through too much, come too far, and it just sucks that I didn't want to have two cars tied up at the same time. So the Impala's gone, and I would like to get one in the future. But I think if I do it again, I'm gonna get one that is more finished, and yeah, just something that is not gonna need so much work, because I just wanna jump in and enjoy it and cruise, and I don't wanna be building another car from scratch. So I'll probably get one in the future. It's just stinking hot in here. Anyways, so the Impala's gone. Would like to get another one. It sucks, but I just don't trust the state of the world. So we're gonna see what happens. If things get better, if the economy picks up, you know, I would definitely entertain the idea of getting one that's more finished. So the Nova, the second thing I get asked a lot is, or not the second thing, it's like people want me to just to get out there and start cranking out miles on this thing, and I feel like I'm a hurt puppy on this car. Like it's just kind of burned me and been unreliable for, oh gosh, the whole time I've owned it. Ever since I did the engine swap. So it's like we got the engine in there and it ran good, but I was still kind of hesitant because of my wiring, but everything was working okay. I feel like I've always had a charging issue, not a charging, but a staying charged issue. Even now, this pisses me off. I get in here, I'm gonna go wash it, drive around, do some errands, and I come out here and the car is totally dead. And I left the on switch on because I wanted to see what happens, and sure enough, the freaking thing died. It only has been sitting for like 3 days. And I come over here and I charge it, and it's like super low. Like, that's ridiculous. How does it drop that much power over sitting a few days? I don't know where it's going. So I've got to figure that out. But I feel like my charging, or my staying charged, has always been an issue. When it's running, I literally have 14.5 volts when it's running. And it's cranking out the power when it's running. It's just not staying charged. If I put on the, if I flick the power switch off, and then I come out here and I flick it on, I can go drive it, no problems. But I left it on, and I don't know where it's pulling power from. So I've got to figure that out. I have no idea. I thought when I put in the new harness, moved the battery, simplified things, that I wouldn't have a power draw like I do. So that's been hesitant. So once I got the engine in, it was heavier, and the car rode like crap. I needed brakes, so I got brakes. I got suspension. I got all that stuff. It's fine. I'm happy with the way it rides right now. I mean, I would like to have a little higher in the back, because if I carry anybody other than a small, skinny person, then it'll rub if I hit a bump. So sometimes I wish I would have got the 2-inch instead of the 3-inch drop springs. That's fine. Anyways, then I put in the Dakota Digital Dash, and with that came the problem where after I put that in, the engine was cutting out, and every time I would take it out, sometimes it would run perfect, and then sometimes I'd drive it and cut out, and it was like I couldn't trust it ever. So months, I don't even know how long it was, but a while later, after I wasted so much time, it was finally the Holley little bin module that I changed, and then it started running fine again. So then there was that drama. Then I had like fuel pressure regulator drama where it was making this horrible noise that resonated through the car. So I changed that, and then I was still having noises, and I thought that maybe my transmission was too loud because it was a $400 Craigslist 4L80E. And so I figured, okay, well, we'll build the transmission, and build the transmission, put it in there. And I wasn't super happy with the line pressure, so I was afraid to drive it because I didn't want to damage anything. So then I sat there and I'm like, okay, well, we could put the Holley harness in here, and when the Holley harness is in here, we can program the line pressures. And so I thought, okay, I'll do that. So I started, I already had this engine ready to go, and back up. The other engine had a lifter tick. So everywhere I went, it would be tick, 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 tick every time you come to a stop, and it was horrible. And so I didn't want to drive it because it was ticking, and it was freaking embarrassing. So I started, doing this engine on the side. And then, so with that, and the rebuilt transmission, the auto, found out about the manual transmission, and then, okay, I'm going to put that in there. And I'm just going to sell all the automatic stuff, and then that'll eliminate any issues that I just don't want to have any automatic. Get it out of here. So I figured, okay, if I'm going to do that, I might as well just do the engine at the same time and the harness, move the battery, and do all this work. And then I had so much drama with the... Dude, I'm like literally pouring sweat. This is crazy. Literally had so much drama with the TKX, and as far as it took months to get. Then they shipped it out early with parts that weren't known to work with my setup, and then I had to send them back, and in the process of switching them over, I had something come loose inside the transmission. I had to send the transmission back, and then I got it back, and then I was still missing some stuff, and I had to get those parts back in, and it was just so much drama with that. I finally get it in there, finally started up for the first time. It sounds like crap, but then it finally kind of got better. But it was leaking major oil, so I got to pull the transmission out. And then I had to fix the main seal. And I put the main seal fix, and I get it back in there. And I have Doug come help me. We get a tune. He does a tune on this. We got it to where it's running pretty good. And then I take it for a drive, and then the freaking transmission's leaking. And so I pull the transmission again, and I put it back in, and now it seems like everything's okay. And it just feels like I am to a point where I can drive it. Everything's squeaky as crap. That's annoying as crap, man. So I need to do a bolt check. I need to grease everything again. I don't know why. It's like I barely got any miles on this thing, and this thing's already this squeaky. I guarantee it's coming from there. So I gotta lube those up. And now I come out to drive, and it's dead battery. So now it's gonna be like I'm gonna get it charged, I'm gonna go for a drive, and I'm gonna be afraid to shut it off all over the place in my errands because is it gonna start back up? So I feel like I haven't got to develop any trust with this thing. So as much as I would love to get in this thing and just start going for drives and cruises and meeting up and I feel like I still got a ways to go, and it's stuff that I don't really know. If the charging, I don't know where to go from there. I got to find out. It's still drivable. I'm just not going to trust it. So, I don't know. I feel like when you have something like this and you put so much work into it, and you, it's kind of defeating because you just want to enjoy it and do what everybody says, like get in there and jump in it and take off on it. But you're just you've been burned so many times that you're kind of worried. And that's where I'm at. I've been burned and I don't trust it. That's why I just kind of want to work things out as I drive around town and stuff and get it to where I trust it. I know some of you got bigger balls than I do and just be like, oh, screw it, I'll go till it freaking blows up and breaks. So anyways, I'm working through that. I'm trying to get to a point where I feel good about driving all over the place. I'm trying to drive it more. I just need to figure out the charging. I'm not trying to be a total wuss about this. I love this car and I'm so happy with where it's at right now. I'm so stoked. I'm to a place where I love the look of it. I love every piece about the way this thing looks. Love how the spoiler came out. Love the freaking nappy temporary wheels that ended up becoming permanent. The nappy paint. I love the nappy paint. I love my $200 freaking Facebook marketplace hood. That is so ghetto. It's like the paint's horrific on it. I mean, like not the paint because it's rattle can, but just like the underpaint that was before I had it. Love my headlights and my spoiler up front and everything. I'm excited to put in what I have for it. I got a whole fuel system upgrade. I want to put this in the trunk. This is an access panel for the fuel pump for the trunk with a nice powder coated lid from Detroit Speed. I want to put that in the trunk so that I can access the fuel pump stuff easier without having to drop the tank. I got that ready to go. I've got all the fuel upgrades I need to where we can turn this up and get more power out of it. I got subframe connectors ready to go. I got a new shift boot. Oh, I'll open it. I got two hands. I'm freaking dripping sweat. Anyways, I just wanted to catch up, let you know where I'm at, let you know where my head's at on this. So when I get asked those questions, you know, people know why. Even if you even listen to this, I don't know. I hate freaking watching videos where people ramble. So I'm sure this will be skipped over. Anyways, I'm just gonna throw this in there and try to get some driving footage as soon as this thing charges up. Now that it's all clean, we'll come over here and do some glamour shots.